Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to start modeling two-step equations. We modeled one-step equations the other day in class, so now what we want to do is take a chance on the two-step equations. So the equation that I have at the top of this page that you see on your notes is 2v plus 7 equals 3. Now I've given your notes to you here a little bit differently. That way you can take some notes on the side and actually take time to solve the 2v plus 7 equals 3 on the lines as well. So what I'm first going to do, and you're going to go ahead and draw what I'm modeling up here. Okay, so I have 2v, that's going to be 2x. And then it says plus 7. So you're going to go ahead and put squares up here and put little plus symbols in it. It'll be easier for you to recognize what's positive, what's negative that way. So here's plus 7, and it equals 3. So I have my 3 positives over here. Now remember what we talked about when solving two-step equations. I want to get rid of the number that's by itself. So I need to subtract 7. I need to get rid of the 7. So I can't do it to both sides, so I need to put 7 zero pairs up here. At least on this side. And you should be modeling this on your paper, showing 7 negatives. And then whatever I do to one side, I got to do to the other. So I'm going to put 7 negatives over here as well. All right, now I have 0 pairs that I can get rid of. So here I have this whole set of 0 pairs. You could probably just draw a circle around them and like indicate that they go away, something like that. And then I have this set of 0 pairs here. We'll make those go away. Now I have 2 x's or 2 v's that equal -4. Now remember, when we're showing this, what we're doing is we're essentially grouping it to designate that 1x or 1v equals -2. If we were to show this, we would have 2v plus 7 equals 3, and this is what you'll show on your lines as well. I draw my line, you need to do that too. I'm going to get rid of the 7, just like we modeled, so I'm minusing 7. Those guys cancel, I'm left with 2v on this side. 3 minus 7, I get -4. Divide by 2, and v equals -2, just like we modeled. Let's try the next one. I have 4b plus 3 equals -9. So 4b's or 4x's plus 3, 1, 2, 3 equals -9. 1, 2, take your time to draw this. Don't just sit here and watch. You should be writing all this down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 4b plus 3 equals -9. Just on the side, I'll write this out. 4b, oops, that didn't look very good, did it? 4b plus 3 equals -9. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to get rid of these 3. The only way I can do that is by adding -3. And whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. So I added 3 negatives to both sides. All right, let me go ahead and show that mathematically. I added -3 or I'm subtracting 3. Either way is correct. Those guys cancel. Remember, these are our 0 pairs. These go away. So they cancel it out. -9 minus 3. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. -12. I just made my negative more negative. So I'm left with 4b equals -12. So I'm going to break this up. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to break these up into 4 equal parts. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally 1, 2, 3. So each of these x's, each x or each b, really doesn't matter what variable we choose, equals -3. So I'm dividing this up into 4 equal parts, that 12 into 4 equal parts. B is going to equal -3, just like what we did. Next, we have 17 equals 5x minus 2. The only difference of this one is that our 17, our numbers are like different. So I'm going to put 17 up here. Please draw 17. If I can drag 17 of these up here, you can draw 17 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, there's 17. So I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. Yes. All right, equals 5x's. So I'm going to put 5 x's up there. I'm going to do it this way. It seemed like my x's kind of overlapped last time. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 2. So that's 2 negatives. 17 equals 5x minus 2. Well, this looks like this might be a little bit difficult. Let's see, though. Okay, so in order to get rid of these minus 2, I have to add 2 positives. So let's see, we have 17 equals 5x minus 2. First thing I did was I added 2 positives. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. So let me add 2 more. And so I have 19 equals 5x. Those guys cancel. All right, so how can I break these 19 up? Let's see here. Oh, sorry, I didn't throw these into the trash. That's kind of the same way as canceling them out. All right, it would be a lot easier if I had 20, but I don't. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I have 4 left over. So this is really when the calculator comes in. It doesn't work out very well when you have something like this, does it? So I'm going to show divide by 5 on both sides. And I have x, and it's going to be equaling 3 point something. I already know the 3 because I counted for each group. It's 3 of them, okay? So now we use that really cool calculator that you should be using. And what I'm doing is I'm just saying 19 divided by 5 on the calculator, and I get 3.8. And that's my correct answer, 3.8. All right, next one. Okay, it costs $2.50 to rent bowling shoes. Each game costs $2.25. You have $9.25. How many games can you bowl? Well, this is going to be a little bit difficult to model just because of the 0.25s on it, but we can go ahead and write an equation out of it. Let's see. It's going to all equal 9.25. 9.25. All right. And if you've gone bowling before, you know you have a one-time fee to rent bowling shoes. So it's going to be plus 250. All right. And so now we can say 225 each game times X. 225 times X, that's the number of games. X's are the number of games that you play. Plus 250 is going to equal 925. That's how we would set up this equation. It really doesn't lend itself to be to use to solve on this, so we won't solve it. Neither does our next problem. But we do need to get used to figuring out how to write these out. Cell phone company charges a monthly fee plus 25 cents for each text message. This should look a little bit familiar to you guys. The monthly fee is $30 and you owe $59.50. So we owe $59.50. And it says it charges a monthly fee plus 25 cents for each text. The monthly fee is $30. So plus 30. So it's going to be 25 cents or 0.25 times each text message. So X in this circumstance is the text messages, or the number of text messages. And then we could go ahead and solve that. As a matter of fact, you should go ahead and solve this equation as well as this equation. Okay? You should go ahead and solve both of those. And in the bottom set of problems, I'd like you to solve number 12, 13, and 14. Okay, that bottom set of problems, 12, 13, and 14. Thank you.